Frogs are actually one of the most adaptable and dangerous hunters. The only thing that prevents them from eating anything and everything is their size. But today we're going to talk about the giant frog, whose diet is much broader. This is the swarming frog, an incredibly dangerous, strong, and aggressive predator. Enjoy watching. The hot lands of southern Africa. There is a drought almost all the time. This is a real challenge for amphibians. But our frog has adapted perfectly to life in these conditions. It sinks into the ground wearing several layers of its own skin and mud. That way it doesn't dry out and can live like this for several months. When the rainy season begins, this hungry monster comes out. He's very hungry because he's been underground for about 6 months. And now it devours everything that moves. Insects don't stand a chance. What's more, its size allows the frog to do whatever. After all, this amphibian can reach a body length of 10 inches and weigh up to 2.2 pounds. Because of its size as well as its slow and distinctive voice, this frog is also called bullfrog. As we know, the snake is a fearsome opponent for amphibians. Snakes have learned how to perfectly track and attack them. In these shots, the snake attacked the frog. The frog doesn't stand a chance. But the snake is still hungry. It continues to look for prey and comes face to face with the hero of our video. Not every snake would dare to attack a digging frog. The frog's body is not a huge lump of fat, but a whole complex of developed muscles. Incredibly powerful hind legs push this monster with enormous speed. Even the most nimble amphibians have no time to react. A frog's main weapon is its mouth. Its compression power is enormous. It can easily kill a millipede and even a snake with a single bite. There are sharp teeth around the perimeter of the mouth that cut and hold its prey. There are long bony outgrowths in the front, which are extremely dangerous, although they are not teeth. Let's see how effective it is in combat. In this fragment, the frog decided to attack a human. It is not afraid of anyone. A very short fight against a scorpion. There is no way he can win. A zip-tongue attack and the mouse ends up in a huge mouth. The frog swallows it instantly. And one mouse is not enough. Usually the frog is fed by 3 rodents. And here she is dining on an Asian hornet. See how it attacks the common frog. It even hunts snakes. The snake's return bite prevents it from reversing the situation, and the snake hides in the hunter's mouth. And this frog is having a party today. Just look at how many crunchy and juicy dung beetles there are. And those bugs immediately attract another frog. After a meal like this, there are important things to do. And frogs have many important things to do, such as mating. For this purpose, males usually choose shallow puddles from which they begin to attract females with their cries. But the ladies know that the biggest males are in the middle of the puddle and try to sneak in. At this time, the largest males of the reservoirs come together in a battle for the continuation of the species. If a menacing appearance does not help, a variety of fighting techniques are used. Mouth ramming, jumping on opponents, biting in the air, and even wrestling throws. And if that does not bring victory, the power of the jaws comes into play. The bite is so strong that the battle often ends with the death of one of the giants. But who cares when you have such a princess looking at you? After mating, the female lays about 4,000 eggs. The males look after the offspring because they are twice the size of the females, which is quite atypical for amphibians. The male goes into protection and maximum aggression mode, and this bully will do anything for the safety of his children. Tadpoles attract various predators because they are easy and nutritious prey, but they have no idea what serious adversary they will face to get the tadpoles. Daddy is not afraid of anyone and is ready to fight back, even a cow or a man. Not everything is as good as it seems at first glance. After all, the father's main adversary is the other male swarming frogs, and all because the father on duty periodically snacks on tadpoles. A serious struggle for paternity rights begins. Risking his own life, the legal parent manages to defend his place. Under their father's care, the tadpoles feed quietly on grass and small insects. But suddenly they have an equally serious problem. The scorching desert sun is drying out the reservoir. Unless action is taken immediately, the tadpoles have no more than an hour to live. But then the father comes to the rescue again, using his powerful paws to dig a channel, connecting the puddle to a larger body of water. The tadpoles are saved. Such cases occur frequently. Frogs deliberately lay their young in shallow puddles so that they do not get eaten by fish. By the way, that's why the frog is called a swarming frog. After surviving the most difficult period in life, tadpoles grow up and have a chance to live to 45 years, which is a record among toads and frogs. And when everything is done on the surface, these giants go underground again. They store about half a liter of water in their bladder, and under the ground they get covered in mucus and slow down their metabolism. This allows the frogs to survive the drought until the new rainy season. They have learned well how to survive in the wild, but there is one predator against which frogs are powerless. It's human. People have learned to gather frogs underground because it is a large and tasty trophy that is very easy to get. That's all, and if you like the swarming frog, please support the video with your likes. And also tell me in the comments about whom to shoot the next release. Thank you, keepers.